Hey, fourth grade, welcome back to library. Today is Monday, May 11th, 2020, and you will have class again on Wednesday, and then you'll switch back to your other specials starting Friday. So I hope that you had a really nice weekend. I hope you did something nice for your mom yesterday to make her feel special. And today we're going to talk about call numbers. So if we were in library, I'd have a really fun activity for you to do. But since we're stuck at home, we'll just have to do it a different way. So you may have heard about call numbers before, but I wanted to just talk about it with you guys again. And this would usually be something that I would do in the beginning of the school year, but since I started the school year late, I didn't start teaching until October, things were a little bit different this year. So I'm going to quickly talk about this slideshow, and it's only 5 slides, so nothing too crazy. So why do we have call numbers in the library? Call numbers are used in the library to keep it organized. So if you didn't have call numbers, books would just be put on the shelves randomly and it'd be super hard to find anything. Books about cheetahs would be mixed up with Magic Treehouse books, or Berenstain Bear books would be next to books about Lamborghinis. So it would be very difficult to find anything. And that's one of the great things about libraries, is they're so organized, and that's why one of the reasons I love being a librarian. So in our library, and this is not necessarily the same for all libraries you go to, but in our library, picture books are the most easily organized, I think. And what I started doing is just having a call number P, which stands for picture book, and then the first letter of the author's last name. So this book, The Moose Belongs to Me, in our library would have a P for picture book and then J for Jeffers, because that's the author's last name. So those are really easy to keep organized, and hopefully you've noticed that as you've been looking for books. Next, we have fiction call numbers, and these ones are a little more tricky than picture books, but still pretty easy. So they all start with FIC, which is short for fiction, and then the first 3 letters of the author's last name. So this book, Hatchet, which is one of my favorite books, I actually read it when I was in 6th grade, and I still remember it. It would be FIC for fiction, and then PAU, which is the first 3 letters of the author's last name, Gary Paulson. And then finally, nonfiction has a special system called the Dewey Decimal System. And hopefully you've at least heard of that before. We will talk about it more next class. But this is where it gets really tricky. And I would usually spend a whole lesson or maybe 2 lessons just on Dewey Decimal System, because it's more complicated than fiction and picture books. So Dewey Decimal System has a number with a decimal, and then the first 3 letters of the author's last name, which is similar to fiction. So each number represents a different kind of genre of books, or like a different subject, you could say. And so this book, The Chronicles of Harris Burdick, is a book about literature, and so that would be in the 800s. And then the first 3 letters of the author's last name, VAN, for Van Allsburg. Okay, so like I said, we'll talk about Dewey Decimal System on Wednesday, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea. Oops, I forgot a slide. My bad. And it just says, now it's your turn to practice. So your assignment for today, let's go back to our Google Classroom, is to complete the call numbers practice worksheet that is attached below. Make sure you turn it in on Google Classroom so that I can see your hard work. And I didn't receive as many as I was hoping for last time when we had the last worksheet about genre. So please make sure you turn it in when you're finished. I'm going to go ahead and open this. And as you can see, it's very zoomed out. Remember, I showed you last time, you can don't click on the magnifying glass, click on this little arrow next to it, and then go down to zoom in, and then that will bring it a little bit easier. Bring it in closer, I mean. So this says, call numbers help us to find books in the library. They are located on the spine of the book. And remember, the spine is the edge of the book here, and that's what holds the pages together, just like our spine holds our body together. Fiction books are organized by the last name of the author. Write a number below each book to put them in the correct ABC order. Okay, so hopefully everybody knows the alphabet. I think you guys should have a pretty good idea how the alphabet goes. So we have different groups of books here, and we'll do the first one together. So they all have F at the top for fiction, and then the letters down here are what represent the author's last name. So we have TH, AL, and AM. So I definitely know that A comes before T, and these are both A's, so I know that this one's going to be number 3. So I'm going to delete that and put a 3, because that'll be third in the order. And then this one, AL or AM? Let's see, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So that would be the first one. And then M would be second. Okay, so for each of these groups of books, you're giving it a 1, 2, or 3. We can do this one together as well. So this is where it gets a little trickier. CL, CA, or CO. So they all have C's, so now we need to look at the second letter. I know that A is the first letter of the alphabet, so that one is going to get a number 1. And then we have O or L. So I'm going to say L comes second before O. I'm going to delete that and put a 2. And then I'll delete this and put a 3. Okay, and then you'll do that for the next 4 groups. If you really want a challenge, which you don't have to do this sheet if you don't want to, I want you to at least do the first one. This is more of a challenge because now we're looking at 3 letters. Okay, so you would need to look and see maybe the third letter is what's going to make a difference when you're putting these in order. But you'll be doing the same thing, putting them in order of first, second, and third based on alphabetical order. Okay, after you finish that, I do have the choice board again. It'll be the same things that were on there last week because I just update it each week you guys have library. So try to pick something new that you haven't done yet. And then as always, you can join Zoom if you have a question. I'll be there and I'll be happy to help you. All right, guys, thank you so much for your attention. I hope that you learned something new today. And keep doing your best. I'm proud of each of you, and I miss you all so much. Talk to you later. Bye.